One thing I've grown to learn is that a lot of women, more so than men, do not like to be generalized in any kind of way. Whether it's good, a good or a bad, generalization of women. Women will immediately get triggered by a generalization and quickly tell you, "Oh, I'm not like that," or I don't do that, or well, I'm not looking for that, or well, I don't really care about that, and I'm not that type of girl. What girls have you met? And it's astonishing. It's pretty unique because, excuse me, you don't get that from the younger girls. It only happens to the women once they become, what's the good word, exposed to men. No. See, you only get that from women when after the age of 13, you know, and 14, she has already went through her menstrual cycle, or and she's already started, dating and having little boyfriends and learning to use and manipulate boys to gain something, whether that be money, gifts, that could be food, attention, just their time. The list could be whatever, but I think once a woman gets around that age, then she stops accepting generalizations. She stops looking forward to them, and every time she hears one, whether it's good or bad, she gets triggered and offended and will quickly divorce herself from that generalization. When in all actuality, yeah, there are a few exceptions to the rule, of course, but for the most part, a lot of you women are just like each other based on your age group. Same goes for men. A lot of men basically are just like each other, especially based upon our age group, based upon your peers, where you were raised, like what movies you watch, what music you listen to. You all pretty much have some of the same general things that we could generalize on. But the problem is that when a woman feels that she's been put into a category, she needs to quickly step herself out of that category. And I really mean this with the sweetest love ever. Lady, you're not that special. I mean seriously. And I mean that to not offend or hurt no one's feelings by any stretch of the imagination. You're not that special, meaning I'm not that special. There's a lot of men who want to dress nice, work out, have a strong body, do some sort of sport or physical activity. They like to drive fast. Like, I'm not that special. That does not hurt my feelings or offend me. Because I know there's a lot of men at my age trying to do a lot of the same exact things that I'm doing. They're going to listen to some of the same music, and we're going to walk. Like, it's a lot of things that we are going to be doing that are extremely similar. So I understand that I'm not that special. I hope it doesn't offend any woman when they hear me say, "You're not that special either, sweetheart. You're almost exactly like another 1,000 or 2,000 other females within a 5-mile radius of you." I'm not talking about within the whole United States or your state, or no, I'm talking about with not your city. Just within a 5 or 10 mile radius, every single woman that is your age are pretty much all doing the same things, dressing the same way, getting the same makeups. The only difference is some got a little more money and some don't. Some that's it. Some girls dress with, a more openly provocative dressing style, and some are very a little more conservative with it. But for the most part, you're not that special. You're not that unique. And I know that the crazy part is a lot of women have never heard that. A lot of women have grown up and lived their life and they're told they're special all the fucking time. And it's a lot of simp culture, but it also comes from their family. It's just indoctrination to thinking that there's something unique about this human being when you're just you wake up and go to sleep like the rest of us. You eat, sleep, and shit like the rest of us. And it's kind of weird, man. And I try to do this with my daughters, man, all the time to make sure that they understand that they are human and every other human around them are going through problems too, living life too. Some people live life a little better than others. Some people are living life a lot worse than others. Be thankful for what you got and keep moving it. Let it keep let that shit just keep clicking and ticking, man. We have a new day coming tomorrow. Today, let's try to enjoy this shit though. You know what I mean? Don't think that just because you have this or you have that, that makes you any different or better or special to the next person. And I hope that my daughters can, live their life and continuously have that thought because there are a few, the exceptions to the rule. The women who actually do separate themselves. There are a few of them who aren't like that, who don't think that they're special, who understand they are just another beautiful human being here to make it in society. You know what I mean? Because we have a lot of modern day women who think they're a 10. They're, like the idea is super deep. There's no room for improvement. Like if you're a 10, you never gonna get better. So then if you can never get better, then what's the outcome of that? You must get if it doesn't get better, it gets yeah, and then it's a lot of deep, deep indoctrination that our modern woman has gotten that made her think that she is just unique as fuck and just there's something rare about this. Every conversation I've ever been in with a woman, they have told me how she's not like that. Every conversation that I was in with a woman and there's generalization happening, they're so quick, they're so fast to jump out of that and be like, no, I'm not. It's like it's crazy. They have no accountability. That's like women have zero accountability for their actions at all. So much so that they will actually separate themselves from the actions of anything. And not even like a bad generalization.